Around this time, 18 years ago, I was first matched with a third grade girl named Sky, and she was a little like unruly and wild. And I first thought like, oh no, what have I done? Because I was young, fresh out of college, just moved back to town, and knew that I wanted to get involved. And as an only child, I always thought the Big Brothers Big Sisters program seemed like a fun, cool thing to do. So it was like very selfish motivations there for a while. But we did a lot of fun things together, and nothing profound or big. When I think back to that time, I don't really see myself as mentoring her per se. I didn't teach her how to do anything big. I didn't help her like fill out college essays or anything profound. But what we did do was spend a lot of just casual quality time together. We would do things like baking or walking to the park. We did some craft projects. We'd go for ice cream. And then as she got older, I would help with homework as she needed it, and just stuff like that. But a lot of times we would just sit in the car at Sonic and chat, or we'd watch silly YouTube videos and laugh together. And that was really the extent of it. And so it was several years. We were matched until she graduated high school. So I love to hear that there's this new program now, because we would have stayed matched for sure. We continue to stay in touch. So I actually was just texting back and forth with her last night. She moved a few hours away, but when she's back in town, she comes and visits. So it wasn't until later, as she got older and kind of became more vulnerable and opening up about what our experience meant to her, where I really started realizing like, hey, those little casual moments really made a difference. So she often shares how just being exposed to different norms, I guess, like a different way of life, knowing what other possibilities were out there and what other family dynamics looked like, was really beneficial for her. And that's something that she's kept in mind. She's 26 now. So she still talks to me about that, just like what a difference that made to her, seeing what else was out there. So a couple of years ago, I got rematched with a sixth grade girl who reminds me a lot of Sky. Her name's Lily. And I just think like, okay, Big Brothers Big Sisters really knows what they're doing when they match people together, because I don't know that either of these girls are who I would have picked for myself, like to get to know. But I'm so glad I did, because they're both amazing and we both hit it off really well. So Lily and I are in a school-based match, which means that I just visit her at school as we have time, and we mostly just sit and chat. At her age, we don't really do a lot of activities together. But we are proceeding with hopefully a community-based match in the near future, so that we'll have a little more flexibility and time to do some fun stuff. So I would just encourage you, if you've ever considered mentoring or volunteering, that you just give it a try. It really is easier and less daunting, I think, than it sounds sometimes. Being a mentor, that just seems like a lot of responsibility to me. Like who would choose me to be a mentor, right? But it's really just having a connection and getting to know a kid, and it really does make a difference, even if you don't know it until years later. So